Alright, welcome back, gamers. Jumping into another set 10 TFT. We're a little bit late to the record, so we got pumping up and radiant item. I thought I pressed record, but then I realized my OBS wasn't open, so nothing happened. I really don't want to try to make a Spellweaver game, but we could. Am I feeling like we can get Spellweaver 9? Probably not. I've been really wanting to pull off an AP Sona game. I'm trying to showcase that. Like, we don't use her as attack speed. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of nuts. But I also run a Spellweaver Seraphine carry game if I could. Maybe. Maybe. We're not committed to this team comp yet. A lot of people going hardsteel. Like, a lot of people. That's irritating. We're gonna turf you. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. I got some items I can't put up, but I'm not in a rush to do anything here. I'm trying to use this round to really find out which direction I want to go with the team comp. We're holding on to Annie right now because she's just a good stable unit at the beginning of the game, but we're not committing to her. We're not committing at all. We got one there at least. Got one. I like these guys pop on my board like I have any idea what I'm doing. Like, what's he building? I don't even know what I'm building yet. Good luck. We're on track for a pretty good. Is anyone going edge? Is anyone going Kale right now? Let's take a peek here, guys. Let's take a gander. Looks like we're okay. Someone's trying to do the We're grabbing a little bit of everything, guys. So they're gonna be like KDA, or we're gonna try to do the Kale reroll. Push for the Kale. This guy's gonna go Jazz. We just had a great Jazz game. By the way, guys, if you're watching this, new or coming back, like and subscribe. It goes a long way. I'm trying to hit my New Year's res of 1K subs in 2024. We had like, I think 200 before the end of last year, so it was off to a decent start. Appreciate all the support. It makes me feel like, you know, these videos are being received well. I know we're going to be really taking off on the next set. In like, what, a month and a half? About another month. I don't know if you guys are watching this video. Especially if you're watching this video and you have thoughts on this, drop a comment below on if you think these sets are too long. I'm really curious to get like a general idea from a bunch of people. So what happened is, like, if you're new, which some of my viewers are, to TFT, there used to be like in set 9, it was like set 9, 9.5, set 8, 8.5. There was like a mid set, they called it, where they do like slight changes. I might introduce like a new trait, things like that. Just something to kind of keep like the, you know, people engaged, be like, hey, we're changing this about the game. Not like little patches, like a big change usually. Like something that really like kind of pivot the game a little bit to keep people engaged till the next full set came out. They got rid of that. They brought it back to set revival, which I think is fun. But for the people I think that have played all the sets before, we're not many of us are as engaged to going back and doing that. I think that's a lot more fun for people that never had a chance to play those sets. Now, don't get me wrong, I went over to there and I've had some fun. Like, I'm not hating on it. But hold on a second, guys. Gotta focus up. Oops, it's the exact same thing. Awkward. Yeah, like it's not my main priority. Like my main fun I'm having right now is playing this set. I know it's getting like old for some people, but like I'm making content, so it kind of keeps it a little bit creative for me because I have to try different builds and do stuff. I'm not just like doing one team comp over and over again. So yeah, but I am curious if you guys think it's going way too long. Drop a comment below. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts on it, especially if you've played previous sets. And overall, just let me know what you think about the actual set itself. Do you think this was a good set? I think it was a really well done set. I think the meta right now is a little ridiculous, but it's like every set. I remember last time there was a set where like people just didn't find a meta, and I know like NA is like really bad for like Mort Dog calls it the echo chamber, and it's so true. Like one guy's like, this is what we're playing, and everyone's like, I gotta play that, that's the meta. Like it's so true once you've seen it. Cracks me up. Okay, so we're gonna get Katie online. Now we're not hitting our units. We're gonna actually ditch you. I'll keep you though. Bring you online. Sell you. Since we're not hitting the Kale I want to hit early, we're gonna pivot into KDA. I'll hopefully I didn't run over someone else's toes here. No, we're good. We're gonna try to hit Seraphine KDA. Is anyone else playing her right now? That's gonna really change this build. I know I just did a video on this, but she's in a really good spot right now, guys. I'm going to show you how you can pretty much turn any game into a win with her. Top 3 easy. We already have like one of the items here that we just gotta wait for a headliner. This is really important on her, Morelos. I might wait till 3-7 though, because if we get... Yeah, if we get more Morelos, that'd be absolutely nuts on her, guys.
My fans are the reason I sing.
You can do it like that. Do it like that. I think we're gonna ditch you. Okay. So here's what we need. We need this for Shojin. She's gonna get a Rabadons off of her headliner. Then you want to just play these 2 items, Morelos and Spear Shojin. Probably the best items you can get on her. I also got a red buff, which is solid because we don't have a burn yet. I'm hoping with like her increased attack speed, because we went with the ramping. Ooh. Come on, game. Give me some love here. Okay, well we got that. That's a start. Oh, we're gonna probably ditch you right now. Really want to hit this, guys. Alright, Seraphine, show yourself. Who's playing her? Nobody's playing her. Like, we have such a good opportunity here, guys. Absolutely insane. If we can get her online in stage 3, which we're at right now, it's gonna be nuts. If we get her as a spell weaver, there's a different pivot you can do. I do it a little bit differently than like people online tell you to do it. I don't really follow the guides to a T. I know a few people that like will look at the mobalytics and be like, hey, these are all the units I need to hit, and they just like follow that very directly, and they try to hit all those units. I will like branch off and build whatever I need to build if I have to go work in my team comp. It's a good template. Those are mobalytics guides for sure. But like, I don't think any of them really have Seraphine in it unless you go to Spellweaver side or Lulu. And I always put Lulu out, man. She is so broken right now. Pandora's, this could be really good for us. Reach Summit, no. No. Blistering Strikes, yes, please. No, we don't really need that. We need this. Come on, Seraphine. Show me potato salad. Sell this, I'm not playing that. Come on, really? We're gonna hit you. Okay, now we're gonna stop there. Now we're just being silly. We gotta put you out though. That's our 5 KDA. Not super strong yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. The reason why I'm not putting these items out, yes, I would be... Yeah, this would be a huge power spike for me. I could put Morelos out and even a tier on her. Massive power spike. Problem with that, and I've seen this, a challenger said this in one of his videos I was watching when I was on my phone. I often play games on my phone while I'm on the couch, and I'll watch like people play TFT on my YouTube because I'm that much of a nerd, I guess. I was watching a challenger talk about it, and it's a mistake I make, and I'm sure a lot of you guys make. You put out items on someone that's not a headliner, right? So say we have like 2 Seraphines on your board. You have one here, you're like, okay, eventually I'm gonna hit this Seraphine. We're starting to fall off, so we're going to put items on it, right? Normally, that'd be a great idea. You start itemizing people you want to replace, but because I'm trying to hit that as my spell weaver, which I just did. But say like we didn't have her already, you start putting items on the first one. So let's say this one was itemized. We have her like with items. Now we hit our spell weaver. We either have to sell her or we have to wait till we 3-star her to make use of those items. So in that situation, you would want to hold off. And only in that situation, really. Let's go with the red buff. Man, Talent Search would be so good on this team comp right now. That being said, though, so that's like, and this is a mistake a lot of people make. They pre-itemize someone that's not their headliner when they're planning on playing that unit, and then you gotta wait till you 3-star them, or you have to have a magnetic remover, which we don't have. Another thing people do is that they hold on to items too long. So like this player here could have had a very stable board. So say like anyone on their bench you're not planning, like I use Jinx as an example, right? So say you're trying to play for Caitlyn, you want Caitlyn too. You have Jinx, you're not playing Punk. You have a 2-star Jinx, you're like, okay, eventually I'm gonna sell this Jinx, we're gonna get Caitlyn out, and I'm gonna play Caitlyn with whatever else I'm playing, right? You can start taking items off your board and put them on that Jinx and build items that you would want to have on Caitlyn, if you can make items, right? So you'd be like, oh, okay, I want this on Caitlyn, put it on your Jinx, you know, I'm gonna play this on my Caitlyn, start putting those items on your Jinx, because you know you're selling her once you hit that Caitlyn, right? And what ends up happening is you get pre-game power spike. So you're what we call like stabilizing your board. Sorry, hold on, I gotta focus up. I'm trying to give you guys like a few little pointers while I'm in Emerald here, because I'm probably gonna push out of Emerald into Diamond by the end of this weekend. I'm kind of on the way up. I've been winning more games than I'm losing. I've been fixing my MMR. So what do we need here? We need a BF sword. Not getting that. Not getting that. So yeah, stabilizing your board, guys. So my econ is complete crap. Don't ever follow me for an econ guide. Anyone that watches my videos knows that when I'm not playing for content, I usually econ very well. But when I'm doing videos for you, it's like I'm not econing that very good, not very well. But like I'm very good at stabilizing the board. So by that I mean like you get your units you need out, put a couple items out, and you get a powerful team comp that can hold their own. Your biggest resource in this game is your HP, right? So if you're down here, 52, you're already halfway on your way out. You gotta think about that, like, and you only lose more and more HP as the game goes on. So mid-game, your biggest thing is just finding team, like, even if you don't play these units, like, say I didn't have KDA active, and I was like, oh, but I have an Amumu here, and I can get a Guardian, and even though I'm not playing Amumu with his team comp, he'll help stabilize my board by giving me a little bit of strength, right? I activate Guardian, I got 2 tanks up front. So I didn't have any tanks, right? I just had Nico by herself. I'd be like, okay, it's a good time to play a Mumu. We're gonna stable with that. And you just kind of like plug and play units that have greater strength to keep you on the board and lose less HP if you're losing, as you buy the units up that you want to make your team comp out of. So often you'll see, like, especially challenger players and people like, you know, above my pay grade right now, they'll constantly be plugging and playing units. At the beginning of the game, they're just throwing out random crap. You're like, why are they doing this? They're not throwing out random crap. They're throwing out good, strong units to stabilize their board early game. And you'll see late game, they're selling those units off and putting out the better versions of them. So it's like, they might hold on to, like, I don't know, like a Vi Mosher. They have a Vi Mosher, 2-star after rip, they're holding on to for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they hit, like, a Poppy. And they're like, boom, there, I just gotta upgrade to my Mosher, right? So you see like a lot of people that like will just plug and play, and I find my play style, I'm very good at plug and play. I definitely need to work on my econ, but I find that I'm able to stabilize the board in most of my videos pretty well. Or I like zone out and like YOLO out all my gold, and I like lose a lot of health at the beginning like this guy is, and then I have a massive comeback. Those are like pretty much the only 2 ways I play. Man, I just played Jim. That's worse than losing to Jazz. But it's also the happiest feeling in my life because I love playing Jazz. So if I lose to them, that's like the one team comp I don't mind losing to. I'm like, hey, good for you. I appreciate you for repping the Jazz. Okay, this is what we were scared of. I was worried about getting a... Oh my gosh, this is such a good tank item, guys. But we need Nico to be... What we got here? That's huge. That's just an amazing tank item, guys. We gotta get Nico 2-star, and then we're throwing that on her. Time being, we could probably put Guard Breaker on you. No, that's silly. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so we need to get this Seraphine online, and then we need to get a little bit more Spellweaver action.
My fans are the reason.
So, probably level up, but we're not going to. We're going to hold it at the 40 here. But we're going to set you up to be the Mega Tank. We're going to get our burnout on you as well. So the red buff will kind of be like a diminishing return here. It's good to have because if your tank for some reason just gets absolutely nuked, you still have someone applying a burn, but not my priority right now. Evelyn's just trolling. She's out there for show. So we need to get... I would want to see an Echo now, even though I sold one earlier, and an Ari. Echo and an Ari. Technically only need one level for that because I can sell that Evelyn. I wouldn't sell her, I actually put her on my board in case we get like a KD emblem. We can still hit 7 KDA, 5 Spellweaver. This guy just kind of pick up my units or what? Looks like he kind of is. Is this guy like hard pivoting? I think they are. Wow, guys, really now? I think this guy hard pivoted and he's just going straight Spellweaver. Oh, look at this. I think this guy, like, I picked a freaking lane that was completely open. True damage, eh? Okay. Jeweled Lotus, that's really good. Talent Search, oh my gosh, guys. I love this. I just played this too. Oh, okay, our econ is getting back. Talent Search for our team comp is huge. I regret nothing at all. We need this Nico, guys. Come on. Do not fail me now. Okay, well that's a bonus. Okay. Double Lulus. We're doing it. We need her to be a headliner. Or not headliner. B-star. But at least she's been. The thing with Superfan right now is they're in a really like weird spot because every team comp's kind of playing them, especially early game. Like most team comps will have Superfan cut into them early game. Like they're just really broken right now, honestly. Who am I missing? I am missing Kennen. I need to win this so I can pick this up. I need to sell that freaking... I need to get this Superfan item out. There we go. There we go. We're gonna pull one of our Lulus and put the proper unit out. Thought something was off there. I'm like, my Seraphine is not slapping as hard as she should be right now. There we go. There we go. Come on, Nico. I don't care about rolling out my gold right now. I need to hit this unit, guys. Probably slow down a little bit. How many people are playing her right now? Okay, so I definitely see, what, 3 there. 3 there. Yeah, we're definitely not 3-star her. Definitely 2-star though. It's not too far of our reach. Oh, Katarina. Is there anything you don't do, eh? Boom, boom, boom. People are all over my area right now too. How's my team comp contested when I kind of went into my completely own lane? I could not have picked further from what people were building early game to make sure I was clear of it. We need this BS sword. We're not going to get that. That sucks. Or are we? Boom, boom, boom. Backup is Nico. Do we cave? We got to get it now, guys. I'm sorry. We already have 2 gloves on here, so we can actually like slap somebody with a way better item too. We really gonna hope we hit a BS sword here. It's really rare you don't see BS sword on your anvil on the Raptors, but usually it's like the one thing you need. They're like, we're not giving this to you. Why did I roll there? I got all the units I need. Silly, silly, silly. Don't do that, guys. I'm playing silly here. Okay, so Nico, our tank just got started up. Huge benefit to us. 3122. You got your headliner, obviously, so you're doing 40 mat to the nearest ally she copies. That's huge, guys. Huge. I really like it. I said this in my Jazz video. I absolutely love Talent Search for very niche team comps. There's certain team comps where they have like very like specific bonuses that like are like very like unit specific. It's not like, oh, they get more like armor and more AP and AD. It's nothing like that. It's like, oh, I scale AP. I do an additional burn. Like I do an additional, you know, it's like when they have like additional things that are just outside the scope of just basic stats. That's when I really enjoy playing Talent Search. It's like her, she gets a high note that does additional damage. You get an additional dash and you do 25% more attack damage. Like having an additional dash is good. Nico gives out mana to the nearest unit. What else am I thinking of here? Lulu. I think Lulu's is pretty basic. I think it's just AP, isn't it? I haven't played her in a while. Yeah, just AP. And you're just AP as well. Okay, so we can actually turf you now. We're not gonna sell you though. We're gonna hold on to you. And this is why I really love Talent Search with Jazz. So Bard gets dudes, MF gets like base stats, but like really crazy base stats. Kai'Sa gets the increased range. Nico gets the healing to another unit. Lucian gets to fire extra shots. Like it's just traits that have like a very unique active. I really think Talent Search is broken on. I'm hard pressed not to pick it. Let's put it that way. Okay, Seraphine doing Seraphine things. Dude, she is in such a good spot right now. I know I just did a video on this, but like, you guys gotta seriously watch these and pay attention. Like, I'm not saying you don't, but like this is nuts. Her early, like, so I picked up. I was playing Seraphine like a couple like patches ago, and people were like, man, she's dog crap, and like I was losing a lot of games. But I found the, like, I saw the potential in playing her, and now it's like reinforced because there's like challenger players that are actually specialized in this team comp. I would have preferred KDA Seraphine myself, but I know how to manipulate the board to get Spellweavers out. Now we just need to hit this unit, and then we're at 5 Spellweaver, and that's pretty much your team comp. She can stabilize the board so early. Like I was watching Challenger's player, and like what he said was like perfect. So you get Lilia, which is like a frontline healer, right? So she's healing the front line. You're also getting Seraphine throwing heals on top of them usually because they're the biggest cluster of units. Guys, it's nuts. You don't know, now you know. Okay, well, how far are we off level? A little ways, eh? So there's our BF sword. There, perfect build for her, guys. This is the game-winning build right there. Probably get you this and that. We just give somebody gloves and then give this to you. That's the play. That's the play. Get that little bit of MR shred. She's gonna die pretty quick. I probably shouldn't put that on Echo, but I have a mini anchor remover. When we get Echo up as a 2-star, then we'll put that on Echo. Yeah, she just folds. Lilia just got murdered. Oh no. The best thing you can do against this team comp, guys, is spread your units out. Like this player had done. So Sam is a shorty. And I'll show you guys here. Going pretty hard on the hard steals there, bud. Nothing original about that. So like this unit and this unit, if they stay cluttered, Seraphine will absolutely destroy them. You want, when you're fighting that Seraphine team comp, to stagger units out apart and have only like maybe your tank. I'm not 100% sure if Alawi's tentacles count as a clutter of units, but if so, I'd put those on your beefiest tank. I'd put like a tentacle on each side of them, then spread out all your carries. So that way Seraphine's not hitting any of these people, she's just focusing on that tank. If you can keep that tank up, Seraphine's gonna be distracted the entire game. It is busted. So we're gonna probably splash these guys here. Oh, we got the front line first. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Oh no, there we go. Back line. One more. There we go. GG's, guys. GG's. She's so free, guys. She is so free. She did 13k damage there, guys. So here's the thing. The challenger even said this. Super stable board. If you get her 3-star like by 3-1, like shortly after, and you get a couple front, like you get the basics of the super fan group, you have a very stable board. She will not die, very at all, really, until you get later in the game, and then she starts to taper off. But at that point, we're already looking for our next move. We're like, we're getting out of here. And so you. Probably should have just played the Echo there, but we're not going to. We gotta wait one more round, guys. One more round. Yeah, it's really risky, man. Put all of his free units up front. We need her casting way quicker. Oh no, they moved on me. They moved! Get off. There we go. So broken. Learning to spell is really good. I love that augment. So there's a little fun tidbit for learning to spell. 1 second here, guys. We need to get a. I think I want to go with the Bramble. We get Bramble on Ionic Spark. No, we get Gargoyle and Spark on 3-star or 2-star. Okay, whatever. Don't want to play it anyway. Bramble and Ionic Spark on a 2-star. Echo is our plan there. I'm gonna level up here. Clara Gay. Welcome to the team. We will be signing autographs. Okay, there we go. And now we can do this as part of the plan. Sell you. Pull that. Hook you up. Yeah. So the great thing about learning to spell, who was playing that there? This player here. People associate those Spellweavers. I'm not 100% sure why. Like, people will not pick this because like, oh yeah, I'm not playing Spellweavers. This is an amazing augment for anyone that's an AP comp. Like, it doesn't have to be Spellweavers. It can be KDA. KDA is huge for that. Learning to spell because we're getting a ratio off of our freaking AP right there. So if you're playing KDA, learning to spell huge. If you're playing anything with like a Mordekaiser build, and you got like a 3-star Mordekaiser, you're planning on hitting it, and you're like uncontested, and you see a learning to spell coming up, huge. Like, Mordekaiser scales his AP off of his headliner. So it's like, there's so many comps that learning to spell plays really well into, because it's a stacking buff for the entire game. It's like pumping up if you're playing AD, right? But learning to spell's AP, and you get that throughout the entire game. It's like, it's broken, guys. I don't know why people sleep on that. I would have been all over that if that was our first choice. I got pumping up, which is still pretty... I didn't think I was going to go Seraphine, because I was trying to actually do a different type of video, but like, we're at 30% attack speed. Pumping up 2 is not the greatest, but her casting at, you know, increased attack speed next to Lilia is like a GG. Or not Lilia, Lulu. My brain's turned to mush. I've played this team comp so many times, but I just can't break away from it. Like, this is a really hot team comp right now, guys. So here's the thing, is like, you play this, you're set. You get KDA, Seraphine. I think the only person you'd play differently would, I'd probably just say push to 9 and play the same units, honestly. I would play, I know in the video that he had shown me, they weren't playing Lulu in the KDA version, the video I'd seen online, which I think is a mistake. Lulu's an absolutely broken unit, and she synergizes with Seraphine beyond well. Like, it's actually busted how well they play together. And if you can get like a 3-star Lilia, like if you're lucky enough to get a 3-star Lilia, which I've done, and you get her with a couple items, she becomes such a consistent frontline healer. So she's healing 319 to her nearest ally, right? You got another person splashing heals on top of that, like it actually stacks up really good. Like, if we go to the charts here, little League of Graphs, support. How are you healing? Oh right, you're Dragonclaw. So Seraphine healed a fair amount there. She's healing tons, man. Craziness. I'll stop ranting about that though. You guys have seen it. I've done this video before. In a different version. Different way. I mean, do we really just cheese this out now and throw out a freaking Static Shiv on top of our already existing Ionic Spark? Make sure everybody gets hit? I mean, the smartest play here would be to get Echo online as our tank, I think. We have a burn, we have a shred. Probably just do it like that even. Yeah, I think we GG'd this, guys. Probably wouldn't actually put these together if I were afraid of fighting the true damage Senna. I'm gonna do a video on this very soon. I wanted to play Senna since she came back. Like a couple sets back, guys, she was like OP. And then they did like one nerf to her, and true damage is herself as a trait. And everyone just stopped playing it. Like, you just turned it into straight garbage. Like, you would see like a 2-star, like you'd see a headliner Senna on your board, and most people's reaction was, ew. And they just roll past it. They're like, gross. Like, I'm not playing that. Like, that's when you know a champion needs fixing. So I'm happy that they put a little bit more work in her. Yeah, as the rant goes on, guys, look at how free this board was. And this isn't just like a one-off. Like, I've done this into like the Ezreal flex builds right now. Like, it's really consistently a top 3, guys. I don't want to like everyone to like see these videos and like the few viewers to just start pushing this. Like, Pentacali is really good, but they just nerfed a bunch of Pentakill units. So I kind of I'm steering like a little bit away from that one. Like, I'm only playing if it's really uncontested. But this one's really easy to hit early. And there's a variation of this. So say you don't hit, I'm gonna give you guys a little free tidbit here, right? Which is what I was trying to do at the beginning of this video. So you have all these units here, right? Where's my board? What's going on there, guys? Okay, doesn't want to give me my team planner? Wow, that's broken. At any rate.
Slow down. No.
Do a little hyper roll here. Let me try to hit this RE2.
Dance in the moonlight.
Can't even freaking highlight my units.
No.
Freaking chops busted. BS. Is it back yet? No. Okay. So I'll show you guys a version of this. There's another version where you ditch, I believe it's Cannon. Cannon or Lilia. We'll say Lilia for now, because you're gonna have the 2 guardians here. So you keep Nico. You keep, we'll say Lilia because she's gonna complement the. No, we won't play Echo on that. So keep Cannon, keep Nico, and then keep Gnar. So those are your 3 super fans, right? What ends up happening here? I'll show you guys in a second. I really wish this was fixed. What kind of glitch is that? Right, please. We need this Shojin so bad. Really? Uncontested? Okay. So yeah, I'll give you guys a little free on this. It really sucks this isn't working. Bugged out game. Okay, so you keep him, you keep her, you can play this unit as well. You get rid of Lilia, and you have a Gnar, right? So say that's your front line. You tuck a Mordekaiser in here as well, so you don't need Echo yet. You tuck a Mordekaiser in there. And you want, because you have Gnar, you have 2 Pentakills, you want a Kayle. I would take her as an Edgelord, because then you can play like 2 other, or like a Viego, and hit 5 Pentakill. But you do this exact same build, super fans, with Kayle in the back. Absolute savage, guys. It's a very similar build to this. And so instead of doing like the Seraphine reroll, you'd be doing the Kayle reroll, which is what I was starting with. But I wasn't seeing any Kales in the shop. So if you guys had seen, I had like a couple, like I think I had a Kayle, a couple Olafs, and I think I had like a Gnar. I don't know if that's what I started off with there. I was trying to lean that way, but the game is showing me more of the AP side of things. So I was like, okay, well, the game's telling me that I'm going for a Seraphine reroll, and that's just pretty much what I had done, you know? It's a true story, guys. True story. What's her damage here? I feel like she's just slapping. Oh, she wasn't that much there. Man, it'd be nice if this Lulu 3. Lulu 3 is such a treat, guys. Do you know we can sub out? Not really. Oh, the great thing about this comp and my specialty is I sometimes will push for 9 and 10 comps. Not often though. I'm like the master of like playing my econ really terribly and just having a very strong A comp. This is a very strong A comp. That's why like Jazz is so fun for me. Like I can just spend my gold early, get my units online, and just coast to get myself a freaking top 4. Okay, we should be shooting on the back line now. Yeah, they're more grouped up. There we go, Seraphine. Drop that burn. One more of those. GG's, guys. So free, guys. Look at this build. So free. Come on, Lulu. What did I say? Oh. Last stand? Is it your last standing? Okay, good. Like, if you're last stand, we might actually lose. Does he have his freaking Lucian? Oh, if that Lucian was 2-starred, man, that'd be a different story. This Bard build, subpar, guys. Blue buff on Bard, huge. Like, how many dudes is he at? 7? That's actually pretty good. It's not a bad amount of dudes. Blue buff on Bard is really good. And Death Cap. I played that. I get rid of the Crit Gloves. I used to play the Crit Gloves. Started playing the freaking blue buff on him. World of difference, guys. Like, I'm not going to critique him and say he's doing something wrong when he obviously got second place. Or they got second place, sorry, but that is what we're looking at. Come on, Lulu, where are you? Bro. Yeah, well, Ari's going to get hooked up then. You know what? You know what? I was thinking about getting the Runan's Hurricane for our 2-star here, but that would be stupid. That would be silly. Okay, so these units, he must be bound to KDA hexes or something. So I would never cluster these units up against the Seraphine. I would have them all spread out. Yeah, GG. Guys, like and subscribe for more content like this. It goes a long way. Give a thumbs up, drop comments. Appreciate all the support. See you on the next one. Peace.